This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Ah, the infamous Whitechapel, huh? Well, anyway, greetings and salutations, everyone. Vauldemare here, back with more Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, and good old Toby there is Toby, a good boy.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
That achievement is for interacting with Toby in all the cases. Let's see if our plus-size prima donna is still available to look at. Well, hello there, Miss Lady. She has not moved a difference since. And apparently Watson was staring at her earlier. Are you into that
Holmes,
type of stuff?
poor
Actually,
little Wiggins needs our help.
I forgot if he's married in this plot or not. I've forgotten. I think he's supposed to be. He just likes hanging out with Sherlock apparently a lot. Talk about a bromance. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's check our letter. What did I decide to do in the previous episode? Or at the end of that. Dear Mr. Holmes, I am writing to express my appreciation for your striking at the truth of this horrible case. At first I could not even imagine how Miss Margaret White, such an exceptional and beautiful woman, could plan to commit such a dreadful murder with that fellow Hamish. How angry I was, but when I was attempting to put myself in her shoes, I began to understand. As talented, beautiful lady as Miss White was, she evidently could not complete her studies without money, while my father was living his high life, deficient in human sympathy. Thank you for your kindness towards her. She is no longer here, and already I miss her. Yours sincerely, Albert Dunn. Well, you can't save them all, but I did save her life. Perhaps if she's given the special treatment, perhaps she'll be let out in 20 years or something like that, you know. And maybe she can live her own life. Well, she made that decision herself, so I'm not saying there's not much I can really do about that. Anyway, let's see. Do we want to wear the hat again or just stick to... Like I said, it doesn't really let us do a whole lot. Yeah, can't wear glasses. Can't put on facial hair. Come on, game. You only give us one scene to dress up in. Well, at least I can wear a different suit. Well, not all the suits, just one or two of them. Alright, let's see which ones are available. Let's see. Can't wear the unbuttoned shirt. Sailor outfit, wear a gown. Farmer outfit. Ah, that looks good. I think I've worn that one already, but we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, yeah. I know in previous... It's kind of sad in this game they didn't make as many references to his old cases as I would have liked, but... I mean, not that it was required, it's just one of those things.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our
Okay,
help.
I did. Alright, I guess we should go check out the murder first. Oh, let's check our trophy. Our trophy is the deadly plant. Oh, nice. And then this one tells me I absolved Miss White, of course. Yeah, I've got the big heart rating. Oh well. Depending on how I'm feeling, maybe I'll play this game again and do all the jerk options. Alright, interrogate Leighton at Hall, and we can also go to the crime scene. Let's go to the crime scene first. Let's see, that'll give us some clues to talk to Leighton about. I'm kind of surprised that they threw in, like, Mycroft was mentioned only in one story. And then this Merry Men thing was mentioned at the very beginning of the game and a couple before that, but it hasn't been mentioned since. I thought that was going to be a plot. But it sounds like that was just some random side story that has nothing to do with the game. Which I guess is fine. It's just like most stories don't do that. They usually don't just throw out certain aspects. They usually, at the end of the story, like they usually explain, like, why it was a red herring to be... It's not that... Why it was a red herring to begin with, so they close off that option, but... Dysentery. Ugh. Is this where the murder was? Aha. Okay. Let me check around. Oh, Watson isn't following me. That's
poor
surprising.
little Wiggins needs our help.
Is he even little? I thought he's actually
Locked.
a pretty decent age.
Locked.
I assume we can't actually go through most of these doors. Oh, that kicks us out too. Gotcha. Huh, so we just have to go straight to the plot. Fine, no exploring. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Alright, Lestrade, what do you got for me now?
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Sure.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vacotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Alright.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
It's kind of cool they did kind of a CSI type of, like, cameras, like, this is where you need
So,
to go.
Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Okay, what about the
Did
shots?
you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
Interesting. Someone killing in the depths of the sound.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Oh, huh.
Constable Marrow, What else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okay, so we got his statement. Now we need to see if we can talk to Mr. Turner and the lady. But let's examine the body really quick. See what or both of them. I forgot there's 2 victims here.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
He probably got shot in the stomach. I've heard that's like the worst thing you can do to someone. It's basically one of those wounds that you'll die eventually. Like there's almost nothing you can do unless you get immediate help with.
The bullet penetrated
slow,
his stomach. A dreadful wound.
It was a stomach wound. Ugh, that's terrible. I don't think anyone deserves that crap. Oh, what's his hand? Is that
A
Stokey?
tattoo
Oh, it's
from
tattoo.
Westgate Prison. Vicotti must have done some time there.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Check his head.
Brian Vicotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
That's it. Shot in the stomach, man. I mean, it's not the worst wound anyone can ever get, but it's pretty
A fairly
bad.
long pole with a forked end.
I'll probably need that for later. I have a butler here. What about you? Did you get shot
The
in the
bullet
head?
struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Well, at least pretty much instant death. It's better than bleeding to death. Or better than bleeding eternally when no one's there to stop it.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
I wonder if it unlocks one of the doors out in the main road. Say nothing else. Thought that was something, but maybe when I use Sherlock Vision, it'll pop it out. Plates? Stuck object? Even though I saw it before, but apparently I
A
need
piece
to walk
of
in
wood
it
that
for
is
this.
stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
Okay. Oh, what was that? Dang it. Dang it, controller. There we
This
go.
shard of wood is quite new.
Huh, okay. Oh, is this Mr. Turner? Hello, Ryan Turner.
Good evening,
Timmy
Mr.
Turner?
I
Not really.
heard Constable Barrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Well, it makes sense that we wouldn't be profiling the cop, but still. Alright, well, he's got 3 things we need to check for. Like his ugly ass mug. Bleh. Just kidding. Oh, hello. Oh, he's a war veteran, huh? So he was in Crimea. I'm not familiar with that little skirmish that the British dealt with. Oh, he's missing a pin. Or a button, I mean. So he's poor. Another poor veteran. Unfortunately, all countries do that to their veterans. Treat them like crap.
Could you tell
and
us
they do all the
everything
work
that you
for
may
'em.
have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up, and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand, and I rushed towards the window. I looked down, and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Anyone
Mr.
else?
Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Is he really managed to be just a
Were
young
the two
kid,
shots
like a
you
teenager
heard
type?
consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
I wonder what that means.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Looks like we got some clues. I got a raging clue right here. Let's see, Turner. Different shots? No. Different shots, 2 victims? No, god damn it. Turner's view, dark window. That makes more sense. Ah, man. My brain just must be off right now. Turner states he remained at the window at the flat until the policeman arrived. However, this is a conflict with Marrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone at the window. So I might need to talk to Turner about that.
I'll do
there's
anything to
Wiggins.
save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, so I need to search his flat, huh? See if maybe he might be lying for some reason. It's gonna send me back to the
Locked.
locked. Okay, so that sends me out. See if there's any other.
Locked.
Nope.
Locked.
Check these doors.
Locked.
One of them's gotta be opened by this key.
Locked.
If I could make a
Locked.
female's voice, I would do the princess from a Dragon's Lair. But you can open it with the key around the dragon's
Locked.
neck. So go and grab the key. I don't know why I'm talking like that. That has like, nothing to do with the story. Well, hello,
Mrs.
miss.
Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Did they use the same face model as the random maid? Then again, the maid only had so many lines. I guess why not?
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs.
What
Powell,
about the shots?
did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Huh, so the only person who says he heard the fireworks is Turner. Everyone else didn't.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
I better go talk to Mr. Turner again, since his statement seems to be interestingly different. Let's ask you about searching your room.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Untrue.
That is very
Contradiction.
interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Oh, he's got a limp,
Mr.
it seems
Turner
like.
appears to live very modestly.
Ooh. Well, apparently you have even though you're poor, apparently you have money to have, like... Well, okay, that's not a whole lot, but still.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Is there something in there? Oh, okay. It's giving me Sherlock vision. Sherlock vision, go! Activate! It's like Cyclops from X-Men or something like that. Burnt paper? Let's grab the paper! Get it!
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Well, shoot.
These words are illegible.
Yeah, he burned it too quickly.
The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Well, whether he was trying to burn, we can't really figure it out now. And there's the window he checked it from. I like the fact that he's less up here and he says nothing about me just rummaging around his house. I'm Sherlock Holmes, damn it. I can do whatever I want.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
There's nothing there to check. Ah, the bookshelf. I'm just gonna read all your books, Mr. Turner.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Like he'd been trying to burn something. Are you Mr. Turner and Hooch? No, not really. No dogs. Hello?
This walking stick is broken. It was placed here quite recently.
It's almost as if he was here at the...
A perfect match. So,
Well,
Mr.
well.
Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Interesting. I wonder why. He just... It's like, he doesn't say anything. He's just like, are you going to look out the window, Mr. Holmes? Yeah, I'm just thinking on stuff as he's like, you know, checking the pieces and pulling wood out of his pocket and stuff like that. Why not? Hello.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Let's see. What does Holmes vision tell me? Shredded paper, huh? What is that?
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
You can see, yeah, you can see all the scratch marks on it. Well, Mr. Turner, what do you have to say for yourself, huh? Well, we'll find out what Mr. Turner has to say and what we saw in the window in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. Can Sherlock Holmes solve this mystery? Is Turner to blame? Or is there something more afoot here? See y'all later. Thanks for watching.